While I'm in Hellfire Peninsula, I'm going to go over and take care of the fa-la-la-la-ogri'la achievement, which is simply a quest chain that you have to do that you may have already, if you've quested through Blade's Edge Mountains, then you probably have already done the quest chain, and then all you have to do is make sure that you have some holly in your bag, and when you do the last part of it, then you have to turn your mount into a reindeer and do that last part while your mount is a reindeer. And then you'll get the achievement. Now we are here in Ogrila in Blade's Edge Mountains. What we want to do is talk to Chu'allor. He has a couple of quests here, but what we want is the crystals. Accept that. Ignore the other one. Now we have to go around and find these crystals, which are really hard to see. You kind of have to just put your mouse over everything. Do you see how this just changed my cursor to a little gear? We'll go down closer, click on the crystal, and we got 1 apexis shard out of 5. This is really the hardest part of this whole quest because finding the crystals can be a little tough because they all blend in to the bigger crystals. So we'll just speed through this, so you don't have to watch me tediously find each crystal. Okay, got all 5. That actually went a lot faster on this time than it has in the past for me because there was a lot more competition earlier in the Feast of Wintervale season. Now most people have done it, so there's not as much competition, so that's nice. We'll come back over here to Chu'allor, turn it in, complete quest, and then we have to go over to Torkus, click on him. Our boy wants to be a Skyguard Ranger. Oh, and you need to make sure that you have low-level quests turned on your mini-map, so that way you'll actually be able to see these. If you do not have that turned on, you'll just need to remember who to go to. Now we want to fly over to Forge Camp Wrath. Now during heavy traffic times, if there's a lot of competition, you'll want to go down here to the Forge Camp Terror because there's usually not as many people since it's a little bit further away to fly. So, oh, and that's another thing, you have to have flying in order to do this quest because it has to be done from the air. So you need to make sure that you have flying. If you are not at least level 60, you're not going to be able to do this. And actually, to be able to quest in Blade's Edge Mountains, you might have to actually be 65 to 68, or else they might not even offer you the quest. So that is something to keep in mind. Your lower level toons will not be able to do this quest and thus this achievement. So we'll fly over here to Forge Camp Wrath. And what we need to do is just kill everything. They will drop these shards, and when we have 10 shards, we can do the next part of the quest. So for this one, you're going to be on the ground, and then for the next part, the next 2 parts of it will be flying from above. So once again, I'll fast forward through this part because sometimes it does take a little while. As you can see, I have 2 apexis shards, so I need to find 8 more. Another thing to keep in mind is that while you're doing the tasks for one achievement, you can be working on the others. So when we are looking for the characters for the Let It Snow, we can also be working on the Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's, which I'll explain in a little bit, and the fa-la-la-la-ogri'la. Everything can be done congruently. That will save on time, especially if you're like me with tons of different alts and wanting to be a completionist and get them all done on every alt. Now for the Merrymaker title, you only have to complete all of the different achievements on one character. But I'm a completionist and I have this weird OCD thing about needing it to be done on every single one. So it does save time if you can do more than one at a time. So now we have our 10 apexis shards. So let's go to the next part of this, which is to turn it in to this little machine over here, the Fel Crystal Forge. It's very small, so you might miss it, and I'm getting attacked. That's okay. Click on it, and you're going to tell it, yes, I want to purchase 1 unstable Flask of the Beast for the cost of 10 apexis shards. Click on that. Goodbye. Get on your mount. Fly back over to the quest giver. Here's Torkus. We're going to turn it into him. Ignore this quest, Father's Duty, do not do it. Come back over to Chu'allor, and we want the Skyguard Outpost. Ignore the other ones. Accept that, and let's fly over to turn that in, which is just right over here in the Vortex Summit. Turn it over to Sky Commander Keller, turn that in, then come over to this lady, Sky Sergeant Vanderlip, and get the quest Bombing Run. Accept that. Now here's where you have to do everything from the air, and it does get tedious because the cannons are going to be shooting fel bombs at you. So it's going to make it difficult to see, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, it's doable. All you have to do is take this little happy bomb over here, the Skyguard bomb. Click on that, and then you can target, and as you can see, I'm getting shot at by them. They're not going to hurt me though, so don't worry about it. It's just annoying. And then you just click on bombing these little cannonball stacks. You have to destroy 15 of them. Like I said, when there's a lot of competition, you'll want to go over to the other area that isn't as populated. But for right now, there's not a lot of competition here. I think I saw 1 other person, so I should be able to just get it done here. So I've got 5 out of 15. Let's keep going. You can kind of fly around and avoid them a little bit, but either way, you're still going to get shot at a lot. So just get it over with as quickly as you can. Try to control your desire to give up on it because it is very annoying. Now the bad news is you're going to have to do this same quest a second time. The second time will be when you're on your mount turned into a reindeer. So the most annoying part of the quest, not difficult, just annoying, has to be done twice, which is kind of disappointing, but it'll be worth it, especially if you want the Merrymaker title, which I do. Come back over here and we'll turn it in, and she will give us the same quest again. It will turn to blue because now it's considered a daily, as you'll see in just a second. See, now it turned to blue. Bomb them again. This is the one that we need, so we're going to accept that. Now, go to your bags, and hopefully you've saved up some holly. It can either be the fresh holly, like this, or the preserved holly, like this. The preserved holly will last all the time. Fresh holly can only be used during Winter Veil. So I'm clicking on that. As you can see, my mount became a reindeer. And now we go over there and we repeat the quest, and then we'll be finished. And 15. Let's go turn it in. And there's the achievement, fa-la-la-la-ogri'la. Alright, so that is finished. On to the next.